Okay. Once you're there, please be quiet, okay? Once you're in your groups, I want you guys to be quiet so we can move. We can get a lot of them done this quick. Okay, this isn't Wiley. This isn't hanging out with your friend right now. You're trying to do work with your group, okay? Okay, good. Hey guys, what's going on right here? You guys in groups of two?
Yes.
Okay, Josh, do you want to explain what happened here? This group, please. Hey, Dominic, turn around. Okay, Josh, go ahead and explain what's going on here.
What I did, I looked up here. That's when for count by twos, and we have to go all the way to 8. So I count by 2 to all the way to 8. 2, 4, 6, and 8. So I'm at 8, and then there's four fingers, so it's the answer is 4.
Okay, so you have 4 groups of 2. Is that what you're telling me?
Yes!
All right, very good. Okay, can you guys be really, really quiet while this group explains what they did? Okay. Okay, you guys are all going to get good job tickets if you guys will be quiet. Settle down. As soon as it's quiet, we can explain it. Oh, okay, we'll just pretend like Wiley's in your group. Okay. All right, Hannah, why don't you go explain to me? You don't want to explain it? Okay, Drew, go ahead. Sorry, Drew. Okay, so you're in 2s. Now, how many groups of 2 do you have? 4. And so, what's your answer? 4. Very good. All right. Everyone, go ahead and head back to your seats. Head back to your seats, please. Okay. All right. Head back to your seats, please. Go ahead. Back to your seats and wait quietly, please. What are we doing on time? Okay. Next thing, I'm going to have you guys try to do on your paper. I want you guys to do a okay, well, you can use your beans for this, okay? If you need to use your beans, you can use it, but I do not want anybody playing with their beans. How are we doing on time this too? What's that at? Sorry, guys.
27 minutes.
27 minutes, okay. All right, so I want you guys to do numbers A through D, and you can use your beans if you need to. We're gonna come back to it, and then we can finish our assignment. Okay? Yes. What's that? Yes, that's conspiracy. Right here on A, B, C, D. All right, so why don't we pause right here? We're going to go over something real quick that we didn't cover. Okay, so for A through D, you won't need this, but for when the next step, you will need this. So I'm going to go ahead and explain it to you right now. Okay, so when we have something such as 6 divided by 3, I need everybody's attention here. This is really, really important, okay? Now this is how we're going to write this. This is how I want to see it written. So you're going to go 6 is being divided by 3. Okay? Everyone get that? Yes? Okay. Now in order to say 3 into 6, where are we going to write the answer. So 3 goes
On
into
the
6.
top.
Parker.
On top.
On top. Good. So we're gonna write it over here. Should we write it over here?
No.
No, we're gonna write it
In the middle on top.
in the middle right here.
Yes.
Just right here in the middle. Everyone agree in the middle?
Yeah.
What if there was like another number right here? Should I write it in between them?
Yes.
No? Yes? I've heard
Yes.
some next time.
No.
Okay, one of you guys who said no, tell me why. Hope.
Because you wouldn't put it in between because then it wouldn't be like lined up and it would be hard to read the number. But if it was like 60 or if it was 3 divided by 60,
Yeah?
and then it's a
60 divided by 3, you mean? Okay.
and I don't know the number, but if it was a
If you needed to write more, if you needed to keep going, then you'd want to use that?
if it was a
There's-
2-digit number, you would put 1 and 1,
Okay.
like so it's lined up. And if
Very
it's
good.
only one number, you put it on.
Okay, good. So in adding and subtracting and multiplying, does it matter which numbers are above which numbers?
Yes.
Yes, it does. And just like that, division matters as well. So 3 goes into 6. How many times?
3.
3 times?
2.
Okay, let's try splitting in groups. Let's put it into groups. We got 1, 2, 3 right here. 1, 2, 3 right here. We have 2 groups of 3. Does that make sense?
Yes.
Equals 2.
Okay, so we've got 2 groups of 3. Brayden, does that make sense to you? Okay. So if we have 2 groups of 3, what's the answer?
2.
What's the answer, Brayden? If we have 2 groups of 3. 3 goes into 6, how many times? 3 times? Okay, so let's try a different way. What if we did 3 groups? We have 1, 2, 3, and then how many do we have left? We can try, we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. How many in each group?
2.
2. So whether we want to do it, so in this case, if we're just saying we're splitting this into 3 groups, then what would we have in each of our groups? 2. And then over here we did the other way where we have 2 groups of 3. Okay? So we need to remember which way we're doing it. So if we do it the other way, we're going to be confused. Okay? So what would be the answer if we were saying 3 into 6? Not 3 times 6, but 3 goes into 6 how many times? 6 divided by 3 is how many in each of these groups? 2. So 6 divided by 3 is 2, and we're going to write that right above the 6. Is everybody following me? I know it gets a little more confusing when we start writing it down as just numbers, but it'll get more comfortable, and you can use your beans, okay? So now that we have 3 goes into 6 2 times, we have to check our answer, just like we do with other things. What's my next step? I want to check my answer. So far we've done what? We've done what?
Adding.
We've divided, right? We divided the 6 into 2 parts. So we divided. Now what are we going to do? To check our answer, what's the opposite of dividing?
Times.
We're going to multiply, yeah. Kyle, what are we going to do? Were you paying attention? No, I didn't think you were. Okay, so now that we've divided this 3 into 6, now we're going to check our answer. What's the opposite of dividing?
Multiply.
Wait, let Kyle answer. You don't know? So if I was to take something apart by dividing it into 2 parts, how would I put it back together? How much I would multiply them back together to get back to where I was, right? Alright? Okay? Does it make sense why we do it? Let's say if we put these into groups of 2, we're going to multiply these 3 groups by 2, right? Because we have 2 in each group. And that's how we're going to multiply back. So 2 times 3 equals what? What's 2 times 3?
18. 6. 18.
2 times 3 is 18? Let's test that. we have 2 3s. We add those together, we got what? 6. Okay, so not quite 18, but we're gonna go to 6. So we have 6, and we're gonna write that right here. So what we just did multiplying. Now, what do we do?
And
Do we want to add these together? You think that's a good way to figure out if we got rid of everything we needed to? We want to find out if we got rid of all the numbers that are in here by dividing.
take away.
So we're going to subtract. Very good. Thank you, Parker. So we're going to subtract this 6 from this 6, and we are going to get what?
0.
0. So we now have 0. Now if we have 0, that means we're done. We're good. We have 0. We do not need to go any further in our division because we've already gotten rid of all the numbers we needed to, right?
Yes.
Okay, so we subtracted just now. And last step, we are going to correct it. So we're going to say, okay, can 3 go into 0?
Yeah.
No. Do we have any numbers here?
No.
No, so we're good. Do we have any numbers? So we're going to check it. And then we're going to say, is there any number to bring down right here?
No.
No, you don't have any number to bring down right here. Therefore, we do not have anything else to do. So we are good now. So the last step would be